Once I'd made some bookmarks, I decided that it would be a good idea to add some reinforcement with some magnets. As you can see, without the magnet, the bookmarks work very well. They don't fall out easily. However, I did notice that if you held the bookmark at the edge of the page, they were more likely to fall out. I also noticed that if you were to accidentally open the bookmark too much because there's two sides, they would lose their ability to slot onto the page as easily. However, they still work. But as my partner suggested, adding some craft magnets from either side would really help them to stay together on the page. And as I wanted my bookmarks to be very durable, I decided to do that. I bought these craft magnets from Amazon, which I will link below. They're very easy to work with. You can trim them to size, or you can buy them in smaller sizes. The ones I bought were a little bit too big for my bookmarks. And they work by peeling the paper off the back, and there's an adhesive that sticks directly onto your project. So there's no need to even glue them, which I found really helpful. I trimmed them, starting with trimming them into squares and then cutting the squares into smaller squares. I did find that the magnets were a little bit tricky to trim, sort of like a very thick card. So this is me just checking what kind of size I want. I decided to go for very small squares. I did notice that these magnets are very strong, so they do actually, you don't need very large magnets for it to stick well together. I think they'd make great fridge magnets as well. And I plan to use the remaining magnet that I have left over to create different projects, which is exciting. So once I had my two little squares, I made sure that they were facing the correct position to be the most magnetic. I then sticked one of them down onto my bookmark and placed the other on top of it, just to make sure that the magnet would be facing the right way, with the adhesive facing the back, so that will be able to stick directly onto the back of onto the other side of the bookmark. This seemed to work really easily, and I was impressed by how easy this process was. The bookmarks close and open very easily. And this is the comparison. I slotted my bookmark onto the page, which was really satisfying. And I found that it didn't come out easily at all, even when I shook the book a lot. I was really pleased with the result. I also found that if you really opened the two sides, they would easily stick back together. I then proceeded to create magnetic bookmarks with all my bookmarks. And this is my dino bookmark, which I made from felt. I will be making a new video about how I made this felt bookmark, where I'll also be creating some different felt bookmarks. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.